Good evening. Welcome back to Up the Reds TV with me, Andy Canby. So this is the post-match of PSV 3, Liverpool 2. So let's get on with this one, shall we? So on rolled his dice and picked a fairly young, inexperienced team, a team that hadn't really played well together. So first half, it's probably what I expected, if not a bit better. So we take the lead with the penalty. They equalise. Cody should have done a lot better, really, stopping that ball coming in. Then we go 2-1 up with Harvey. 3 minutes later, they equalise again. Again, poor defending, if I'm honest with you. And for the third goal, just before half-time, yet again poor defending by the young Reds. So came in 3-2. I was a bit apprehensive at half-time, thinking, I don't want this to be an embarrassment for the youngsters in particular. It wasn't to be, was it? So I thought their energy levels was really good at after the interval. And there was some good performances in there. I was disappointed with Harvey, if I'm honest with you. Second half, I thought he was going down blind alleys, wasn't playing the ball quick enough, which is a shame for him, really, because when he looks back on that game, yeah, he did score a goal. He was a bit lively first half, but second half, he just wasn't making the right decisions. And I thought young McConnell in midfield did okay as well. But I have to say, Federico Chiesa, man of the match performance, he needed that 90 minutes under him. You can see he's different gravy. He's way above what was playing with him tonight. I was really pleased with his attitude, his performance. He got a penalty for the Reds for the first goal, and he was busy. He got his shot off Harvey Elliott to get the second goal. Keeper made a good save, but second half he tried to do something from the left flank. He tried to make things happen, and but it was his work rate that impressed me so much. So go through the team. Excuse me. And Kelleher, could he have done anything with the goals? He was a bit on his line, wasn't he, for all three goals? Literally on his line. It's just one of them games for him, unfortunately. They had 3 shots and they all went in. But he didn't concede in the second half, and which was good. Conor Bradley, he did okay, and nothing special. Again, he could have been making right decisions. Kwanzaa, I didn't think Kwanzaa had a good game defensively. He didn't read the game that was happening in front of him for the 3 goals. But yeah. Robbo did all right at centre half. He's not a centre half, we can see that. So Simicast did okay. He's just Simicast into try to make things happen. Obviously, Robbo came off, so who's starting against Bournemouth at the weekend. Midfield, Endo was all right, nothing special, but he was playing with lads that he's never played before in McConnell. And Elliott, he should have done better for me. Obviously, Nunes became ill before the game, so Dan's came in. The ball just wouldn't stick for him all the time. He did some 2 or 3 good flicks, but nothing else. I think he came into the game cold as well. He was chasing shadows and put the work rate in, don't get me wrong, but it just wasn't a game for him. But it's good experience though. Cody, I thought Cody could have done a lot better. Especially, I think he knew before the game started he was going to be coming off, and obviously he's going to be involved at the weekend as well. He took his pen well. He took his pen well, but I think, if I'm honest with you, we could have got a bit more out of him. As I've already mentioned, Jaden Dans, okay, young lad, first experience, under the circumstances, he was fine. But Federico Chiesa, he was the man for the Reds today. Lots of positives to take from this game. Good experience for the youngsters. They'll be going back to under 21, under 18s duty, no doubt, at the weekend. But it's been a good learning curve for them. Liverpool obviously finished top of the table, as Barcelona were held to a 2-2 draw. So Liverpool's opponents in the last 16 are either going to be PSV, who we've played tonight, and believe me, when we have our big guns, we will beat that team home and away. Don't get me wrong. We won't give them a chance in either game, because you can tell they're not that good technically, which surprised me for a Dutch team. But this PSG, a young PSG team, we should see them home and away as well. There's Monaco. We should see them home and away as well, no problem. The good thing is that our second leg will be at Anfield when we play them in March. And finally, the other team that we might get is Brest, home and away. So there you go. We know who our opponents are going to be. The draw is going to be made on Friday. I'll obviously be doing my post-match on Friday for Bournemouth on this channel, so I'll hopefully have our opponents as well when that draw's been made on Friday, as I say. Okay, my man of the match, Chiesa. I thought he did well. The lads did well. Good learning curve for them. We finished top of the group, and we move on to the next round. Right, the next one, as I've just said to you, is on Friday. It's going to be the Bournemouth preview. That is a massive game for the Reds. So lots to discuss about that game, and who I think is going to be involved in that. Well, you know who's going to be involved. The players that were left putting the feet up today back at Liverpool. Okay, if you like this video, please give me a like, thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, I see I've got a couple of more new subscribers. I'm looking to get 100 by the end of the season. We're now up to 72, I think, which is great, and thank you very much if you are. But if you're watching this for the first time, this is All Things Liverpool. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's get it all built up. Right, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday evening, and I will speak to you guys on Wednesday. Up the Reds.